Hey everyone, this is an instructional video for assignment number 29, Imperialism in China, the Opium Wars, Spheres of Influence in the Boxer Rebellion. This assignment is going to take us about 3 days in class, so you can take a couple days to work on this. But your learning target is you're going to describe how the Opium Wars led to the European imperialism. So this event, the Opium Wars, is going to be a pretty significant event in Chinese history, and you're going to describe the cause and effects of the Boxer Rebellion. So warm up, pretty straightforward. You're going to look at this timeline, think about what do you see, pick a couple events, something that you wonder. And then the way the assignment's kind of broken up, you have some fill in the blank stuff. So the fill in the blank stuff will come from the Google slideshow that's connected to this. So obviously the stuff that's going to be in red. And then you kind of work your way through it. So the source, there'll be a mix of different fill in the blank notes and some document source questions. So this one, historical context, shows us this cartoon, and then you're going to think about what is the author's audience. So when you're talking about audience, you're thinking about who was the author intending, what group of people or what part of the world or what people, citizens were intended to read this and see this. So anytime you produce anything, you have an audience. So for this class, when you produce work, your audience is me, right? Because I'm going to read your stuff. So anytime things are made, there's a group of people that are intended to see this. So I put a hint here. Think about where it's created, because I'll give you a tip there. Then you have a couple fill in the blank notes here, and then you have a source here. It's going to ask you what country was opium being imported to. So basically, you're going to see that there's going to be this opium trade, which is a highly addictive drug that the British are going to be trading in China. And basically, China didn't want to buy anything that the British produced, so they didn't want to buy any of the clothes and stuff that we talked about in the Industrial Revolution. But the British really wanted silk, porcelain, and tea out of China. So they could only purchase that with silver. So the only thing that they could find that people in China would purchase with silver was opium. So they would basically sell a bunch of opium on the black market, make a bunch of silver, and then use that to buy the stuff they wanted. But in the process, they got a whole population highly addicted to opium, which is going to cause a lot of problems. So a couple of fill in the blank notes. Once again, another source. You're going to read this excerpt from the Treaty of Nanjing, which was the first of the unequal treaties. A multiple choice question here. You got a sourcing the purpose of this. So think about, this is just an excerpt. This is out of this longer treaty, but what is the purpose of this article? What's being laid out here? And then you're going to talk about this concept called the spheres of influence. And it's basically, after these unfair treaties, China was forced to allow exclusive trading rights to these European countries plus Japan. So, France is going to have this exclusive spot, the British here, and etc. So once again, a couple context questions, multiple choice, and then a sourcing question about the purpose. Then you'll have another fill in the blank here about the Second Opium War. Spoiler alert, same result. It divides up China a little bit more. Then you have a video here. So this is from basically from the transcript. Watch the video. It's short. It's a few minutes. It's pretty it's interesting and pretty informative. I did add also. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. I did add a couple of video clips during the day today. This one I want you to watch because it does a good overview and it talks about Hong Kong, which is going to be one that the areas part of the Treaty of Nanjing. And this is an enduring issue because there's actually a lot of conflict going on in Hong Kong. It's still rooted from this time period. So definitely watch the part beginning to 526. But this is enrichment. If you have the time, this is talking about the modern roots of China-Hong Kong conflict. Towards the end of the assignment, this back end of the assignment is going to talk about the Taiping Rebellion and the Boxer Rebellion. It's basically, after being controlled, the Chinese are going to try to rise up and get rid of the foreign control. So once again, see, think, wonder, some fill in the blank notes, a couple sources. I got 15 seconds left in this video. Contextualize, sourcing, some fill in the blank notes, and they're going to end with an exit ticket with a few multiple choice questions. Hope this video helps. Please reach out and email if you have any questions, and I'll see you later.